What's going on, guys? This is a video response to ReviewTechUSA's accusation on the credible game website's thingamajiggy. Directed at LA Noire. Now, there is someone on Giant Bomb who wrote a post, Eden8999, or Eden8999, and he pretty much said, "I'm sorry, LA Noire, I tried, but," and he actually pretty much wrote down everything that I I despise about LA Noire. I don't think this game. I'm about halfway through the cases. From the last time I checked my statistics, I was 11 out of 21 cases, so I'm pretty much halfway through the game. Um, but he wrote down a couple of bullet points why he didn't like the game, and they were pretty much the exact same reason. I'll just run through my thoughts a bit. So at the moment, I'm on the homicide desk. Now, he says that the whole homicide desk was just go to crime scene, go to a bar, go to the husband, arrest someone, and that's exactly what it's been feeling like for the past 5 cases, and solving the same, not the exact same, but yeah, the exact same crime over and over again, but just with a different person. It it doesn't get it it just doesn't make you feel uh, rewarded at the end once you've like solved the case. You're like, yes, I've put this guy away, or this person away. But you've done it, 5 times now. How many more times can you keep saying that? I mean, the only case I ever liked, what I've liked the most at this game was actually the very first case on the traffic desk, and that was about fraud. Not to spoil anything, but it was fraud, and I thought that was an interesting twist on things because I was like, is this murder? Is this this? Is this that? Has the guy run away? Is he escaping from something? Did he have a bad night out at the bar or something? Did he get into a fight? Uh, but I mean, that was the only interesting case that I found at the moment, and that was the very first case out of 11 that I've played through already. So that's not exactly a very good sign for me. And another thing that Eden8999 mentions is the interrogation of interrogating people. Now, I was excited for this because depending on what choices that you picked, you would get new evidence to go and question someone else about something. I mean, it was different. But the problem is that out of these 3 choices that you get after they've made an accusation, saying, "Oh, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I wasn't there that night." You got like truth, doubt, and lie. Now the thing is, I thought this game was going to be, you know, if you said truth, maybe you could be a little gentle with the guy, saying, "Were you there? Do you have anything else that can help us?" Or you could go down and saying, "Come on, spill something out." I mean, most of the time there's only or lie, which you end up having to uh, accuse them of, obviously of lying, of collecting, a piece of evidence saying, "We know you were there, here's this on the table." Boom, there you are. We know you were there to spit something out. And most of the time it's a guessing game. You say truth, and in your like little notebook where you're like asking the questions, there's either an X or a tick saying, "Oh, you've said this, you picked the right choice." And I thought the whole game was about exploration in collecting evidence and all that kind of stuff, rather than going from A to B to C to D at the very end. I mean, I thought it was going to be something like A to B. Okay, so you've collected evidence. Okay, let's go to, I don't know. Let's skip around C now and go straight to D. Or maybe it would be like go to A and then go to C and then to D. Like there's multiple ways to like do it. I mean, there are in a few of the cases that I played there are multiple outcomes, but most of the time I get them bloody wrong. And it pisses me off knowing at the very end of an interrogation saying that, "Oh, you've got 0 out of 4 correct answers." What? correct answers. I mean, I thought this was my interrogation, not the way the developers wanted, to like have it or do it. It's just stupid. And another thing about the interrogation scenes is that when people are lying and when they're telling the truth. People that lie always look around, and the people that tell the truth just looks straight towards you, and that's it. Like, if they're looking around the room, all you have to do is just press doubt or lie if you know you've got the right guy. But if he's looking straight at you, you know he's telling the truth. Like, and I remember seeing like a sort of walkthrough video of this saying that, oh, you've got to inspect, what they're doing or how they're presenting themselves while they're talking. Are they using their hands? Are they? I mean, there's no interaction with the hands where it's like the guy's a bruiser or whatever. All he's doing is just sitting there talking, and at the very end of it, you've got to say truth, truth, doubt, or lie. If he's looking around, press doubt. If he's looking straight at you, it's truth. I mean, there is nothing more to it. The combat is incredibly weak. The brawling's fine. I mean, I do kind of find that fun every now and then when there's like a sort of brawling scene. The gun combat is stupid. Stupid to a point where it feels really shallow. It feels like Team Bondi implemented a very mediocre cover-based shooter mechanic that just doesn't seem to work right at all. I mean, you don't feel connected when you're firing, your pistol or a shotgun that you've picked up, or maybe even a Tommy gun that you've picked up. It just... I mean, the controls also for, taking cover and shooting. I mean, especially for cover, you have to press the L1 button to take cover. When is that? Maybe I'm missing something, but when the hell has that ever been a cover, sort of based button? Hasn't it always been circle or something when you're like near an object that go straight to go to cover? Maybe I'm thinking of Uncharted. Maybe that's why I'm saying that, but I don't know. The controls for combat are just stupid, and the combat itself is shallow. So there you go. There's been my 2 cents on the game. I mean, I've heard that the ending is very unsatisfying, or that it sucks, or that it's just bad. But I'll go back to it and play it again sometime. But at the moment, I don't really have any incentive to go back straight away and say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to solve this case. I'm going to put the right guy away. Anyway, this has been Ollie 22291 as a response video to ReviewTechUSA. See you guys.